What is the real difference between diffusion and effusion? To begin with, diffusion is movement of particles from higher concentration to lower concentration. So let's say I have this perfume bottle here and I just spray this perfume. Now when I spray this perfume, all those who are sitting here would in few seconds, few minutes would be able to actually have the smell of this perfume. This is why. This is because the particles here in the bottle of perfume were in higher concentration and they moved from higher concentration towards lower concentration in the region where this smell was not present. So let's say I brought some sweets for the class today, and in a few seconds, what would happen, in few minutes, this smell would be percolated across the classroom. So here again the particles are moving from the higher concentration, which is the closed tiffin. When I open it, the smell spreads, and that is to the region of lower concentration. This is what is diffusion. Now understand what is effusion. Note, in diffusion, this diffusion could be promoted or demoted by various factors. For example, if the temperature increases, the rate of diffusion would increase. If the size of particles become bigger, the rate of diffusion would reduce. So there are various factors that affect the process of diffusion. Similarly, we do have effusion. What is effusion? Effusion is movement of particle through a orifice or a hole. Now, let's take a simple example. I have balloon filled with air and I prick a pin in the balloon. What would happen? The gas inside the balloon, which is already in kind of random motion, would actually get out. But what would be the rate through which the particles would come? The basic idea here is the hole's diameter would be less than the molecule's mean free path. Now what is mean free path? Mean free path is nothing but the average distance between the two gas molecules and the collision rate. So let's say there is one gas molecule here, another gas molecule here, and another gas molecule here. So this gas molecule would take some time to come here and collide with this molecule, and that is the mean free path. Now, what would happen if the hole or the diameter is not less than the molecule's mean free path? That means that in that case the size of the hole would be big and the molecules would be easily able to move back and fro. So rather than being an example of effusion, it would now be an example of diffusion, where you would have easier movement of particles that would occur. But since the hole size is so small that on an average the most probable case would be that one particle can move at a time, because if I bring in another particle here, that means this mean free path would change and the average distance between the two particles has to be minimum this in order to collide, and then only the collision would take place. So there is not a possibility that I can have another particle here. Let me have a simple demonstration here to explain you. So I have this mask. Now I am wearing this mask. What I do is I exhale inside the mask. So there is lot of carbon dioxide. Now what I do is I simply prick it. Don't try it by yourself, you might get hurt. But when I prick, I am creating a small orifice, and through this orifice these carbon dioxide molecules would slowly come outside, and this is that the case that the diameter that I have created through the needle is less than the molecule's mean free path. That means the average distance between which the two particles would actually collide. So that is the basic difference between diffusion and effusion. To summarize again, diffusion occurs from region of higher concentration to region of lower concentration. I put a perfume in this corner of the room and the smell would go to the next corner of the room, and that's because of diffusion. There is higher concentration of the perfume smell here, and the region where there is lower concentration, the particles would move towards that region. However, in effusion there has to be a barrier, and in that barrier, when a hole is created, the particles which are present here would come out and would try to interact. Now this could be due to various phenomena. For example, if there is pressure difference, definitely yes, there would be movement of particles. But even if there is no pressure difference, these particles which are present here are already in random movement. Also, this is seen in gas particles. Why? Because gas particles are in a state of relatively higher kinetic energy and are smaller in size. Since they are smaller in size, they can easily move out through the orifice. And this is how we explain effusion. Very important difference between the two terms. We will be covering many such interesting sessions in science. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.